Welcome to your daily focus, February the 7th, 2023. Well, this is a day where you could feel fired up. You could be freer with your emotions, with your feelings. You could be fearless and ready to take all kinds of risks. So we'll get to all the energy of the day. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 7 energy today, and the 7 energy is standing in your truth. So with the 7 energy brings in compromises that we need to make, want to make, in order to bring in harmony, in order to bring in beauty, in order to grow a relationship deeper. And so we have to stand in our truth when we are making these compromises, when we are giving a part of ourselves. It has to be a two-way street. We can't compromise away our values, our beliefs, our dreams, our goals, our visions of our tomorrow. If we look at the numerology of the day, it's a 2 plus a 7 plus a 7, which gives us a 16 energy. That's awakenings. That is something, letting go of something perhaps, or something comes in and rocks your boat in a way that you are pointed in a new direction by the end of the day. It takes precedence. It takes priority all of a sudden. That could be a happening, an event, a challenge comes in. But it's in order for you to release a part of your life that needs to be released, needs to be let go. We need to turn our back on it. And maybe for whatever reason we are not doing that. So when the 16 energy appears, we are righted on our path. So it could be something that you've put in the back burner and you hope that maybe it would just go away or take care of itself. It comes into the picture. It comes into focus. And of course, 1 plus 6 is a 7. So it's standing in our truth, being true to ourselves. Sense of integrity, a belief, a courage, a confidence in who we are, and standing strong for who we are. Sun is in Aquarius. Moon is in Virgo. So Virgo is productive, it's organized, it's helpful, of service. The Virgo energy is beautiful under full moon energy for getting rid of the clutter, tidying up a room, a closet, a drawer, maybe the attic, the basement, the garage. It gives us that extra energy to be able to say, this has value, this doesn't. Where other times we just kind of put it in a new spot, in a new spot, in a new spot. Under the Virgo energy, we actually remove the clutter. We prioritize. Now, the moon is squaring Mars later on today. So, we'll have these feelings that will fire us up. We'll want to get into action. And we really have to think it through, okay? We just can't jump into it. We may feel like jumping into it, but just be careful because we may misstep, okay? So we want to, and this is rising ambitions. This is learning things, sharing things, connecting with others. And in some way, it's interfering with the things that you have in motion already, or your routine, or there's some kind of hiccup. It's going to jar your timeline or when you do certain things. So be careful that you're not saying yes to something that is going to interfere with something else already established in your life. Okay, because you might have to do a lot of juggling there. So just think it through before you give the yes, before you give the no. Just don't say no. It might be something that's very doable for you that grows your path forward. So think it through. Just take a step back. Venus and Uranus are talking in a very pleasurable way, but unfortunately we may lose our fear of taking risks. Okay, so this could be beneficial if we've thought it through. This is the day that we could take that step forward. We could start. We could begin. Okay, but just be careful of that kind of energy because we are in full moon energy. So it's more about releasing and letting go and completion. So maybe in order to complete something, you've always needed to push yourself to do it, to take a risk on getting it done, putting yourself in that environment, in that place, in that position, perhaps. So on days like today, that would be wonderful energy. And of course, this would last for a day or two. We want new, we want original, we want out of the ordinary, and that could be in our financial undertakings, that could be in our pleasures or how we seek entertainment. It could be in our relationships and our romantic involvements. So be careful there. We'll be bolder. We'll be more innovative. Okay, we'll be improvising. We will be experimenting. We will be, how to relate to others or express ourselves in some new way or some new fashion, bringing ourselves and putting ourselves out there. And I hear it in a new dimension, so maybe that means something for you. We're freer with our feelings. We could be looking at new ways of earning or spending money. That would be another thing. We're freer with our feelings, absolutely. And we see beauty where we normally wouldn't see beauty in the uncommon or something that's very unfamiliar to us. But we see the beauty, we embrace it. So Venus and Uranus, it could be just out of the blue, out of the ordinary, just turn on a dime and there it is in your life. And we don't have that fear that we normally have or taking a risk. So if you have always wanted to try a certain food, but you've never really wanted to step into that arena, you just never, I don't know if I'd really like it. This is the kind of day where you kind of lose that inhibition and you step out and you say, you know what, I'm going to try it today. Maybe you'll love it and maybe you'll hate it, but it's something that you wouldn't normally have put yourself into a position to do. Okay, let's get to the cards. Our underlying energy for today is the Hangman. So back it up, think it through. Try to detach the emotion. And I think with Venus and Uranus talking together, the emotion can get a little detached. Because we're much freer with, we don't have that worry, we don't have that concern that we usually have of, will I be accepted? Will I be loved? Will they think it's funny? We kind of just put ourselves out there a little bit more. The Hangman is about being in the moment. Absolutely. Taking time out for meditation, for conversations with yourself, to ponder something, pray, meditate about your problems and the solutions that you go in search of through prayer, through meditation, through that conversation seemingly with yourself. It's about understanding where we need to give up control in our life. And it's also a time when we understand where we need to surrender to something. So we go back kind of to that 7 energy, right? Of standing in our truth, because we'll probably be making some kind of compromise today in order to bring in harmony, in order to bring in beauty. And it could be completely different and unusual and original because of Venus and Uranus there. So it could be something that's never even been thought of before, and yet you're trying to introduce it. So the Hangman is a very good energy to pull ourselves back a little bit, to think it through, to detach the emotion and put a little bit of logic into it as well. Our first card is the High Priestess. So here's the magic. Now when the High Priestess shows up, especially in the first position, know that there is magic all around you. All around you. It becomes a magical day if you allow it. But most importantly, when it shows up in the first position, It's about discovering the magic in you. So, through meditation, through quiet contemplation, look within and see that magic that is already in you. Scratch the potential of who you could be. Look inside. See your values. See your talents. See your abilities. See the unique you and how you're going to bring it out. So with Venus and Uranus, once again, okay, we could be looking at new ways of expressing ourselves and being bolder in who we are and letting our nature flow. We have the Ace of Wands. This could be a little bit more of the Moon and Mars here, of wanting that balance, of wanting to feel secure in your steps, of not having to juggle your timetable, your energy, your resources. So this could almost be an introduction to a new kind of balance in your life. Maybe you are taking in something or trying to work something into your life that requires a certain period of time, and you are going to juggle that time. You are going to see how you can maybe multitask or be in two places at once, or how you could do the work ahead of time and have it ready when it's needed, rather than doing it at the time. If that makes any sense to somebody out there. So it's about thinking about how to bring in the true balance. And I think with the Ace of Wands, we can understand how to bring that in a lot better. And I think it's more not in theory, but rather in hands-on and trying different approaches. And seeing what works and what sticks and what completely upsets the apple cart each and every time. And working through it so that when we come to a new moon energy, you know exactly how to take each step forward. And bringing in the balance and having that balance and having that rounded support is what I hear, that rounded support. So okay, then we have the Nine of Pentacles as our final card. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card that says you've reached a certain plateau. You've gained sage wisdom. You've gained knowledge. Maybe courage, strength, a belief in yourself, a belief in God, your angels, your spirit guides, that they're there working hard for you. It's definitely a spiritual card. The veil is very thin when this card appears. So this is a beautiful day to talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, the cosmos, the divine presence, your higher self. Because you've kind of reached a place where you've had a lot of accomplishments. You can go further with these accomplishments now attached to you. Because it's knowledge and it's wisdom and it's experience. And it has formed you into the person that you need to be in order to walk this path. And I hear destiny. So this is more of a big picture. This is more of where you see yourself in 5 or 10 years. And knowing that you have to raise the bar on yourself or take a new path forward or add to or expand in some way who you are or what you do. So it's kind of like you've reached a plateau with this card. And you're very grounded with this kind of energy. You're very strong with this kind of energy. This kind of energy says that you have a confidence about what you have accomplished and how you can build on those accomplishments. Okay, let's get a mantra card. Gosh, I didn't even have the deck out here. Ready to go. Our animals are sitting there waiting, but this one got left behind. So, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Start your day off right with a minute or less of gratitude. Thinking about gratitude, what gratitude is, how to bring it into your life. So each and every day, for the month of February. I'm releasing one, and if you don't like that one, go to a different one. Listen to that. They're only a minute long. And it's what it's what you think about first thing in the morning sets your tone for your day. Sets the tone for your day. So if you immediately turn on the news or look at the headlines, you probably will not have the greatest of days because you're already taking on the world with its heavy energy, with the negative energy, because you let that in first. So start with a moment of gratitude. Okay, there's a little part of our brain way back in here, okay? And it takes things and it moves it in, and it goes and tells the rest of the brain what they're doing, what it's doing for the day. So when we're looking for happy things, when we're looking for hidden treasures, when we're looking for things to be grateful for, when we start off our morning with a form of gratitude in some way, it does put a stamp on how your day is going to be. And watch the beautiful things start to come into your life as you start each day with a moment of gratitude. So I've got that on YouTube and TikTok is kind of varied when it comes out, but YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, where else am I? Patreon. Oh my gosh, I forgot Patreon. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I know there's another one. And they're out every single morning. And if you're a very early riser and I'm 5 a.m. is a little bit too late for you, then there's the one from the previous day or the previous day or the previous day. And at the end of it, you will have 28. Okay. Now I'm doing them small, yes, because I want to get them into the shorts, and they won't be into the shorts until YouTube says it's classified as a short. So I'm hoping that with some views and your love and your thumbs up and sharing it, thank you for all of you that are doing those things, that it will be part of the shorts, and it will grow who I am, and that way I can be here more and do more and be more, and I look forward to that experience. And of course the launch for the website is coming along, and it relies on a lot of stuff that I need to do right now. So look at this. We got dreams. Believe in your dreams. So believe in your dreams. Look at that card. I'm going to hold that card up as we read the book and see what Gay Guthrie has to say about dreams, what they saw in this card. Believe in yourself and reach for the stars. You have the courage, the patience, and passion within you. You will make a difference. When you have a dream, only you have the responsibility to make it real. Dreams are never free. It may take time, energy, and sacrifice to create the reality and live your dream. It takes preparation, determination, effort. Never compromise or surrender your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. The mantra is, I believe in following my dreams. I believe in following my dreams. And we'll get an animal card. And our animal, the unicorn just leaped out of my hands here. Oh my gosh. Somebody said if I did that, sometimes now that doesn't work. With the brushes, and I know what they're talking about. There we are. You are a sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. And that is a beautiful way to sum up the energy of today. Can we get it back in this way? Of course not. Abandon the darkness, turn to the light. So abandon the negativity and turn to the positive. So when we are, we have no fear for taking risks today. So where have you been holding yourself back? Where have you not allowed yourself to try it out, to step forward, to do it once and see how it feels? Mind you, you want something that you have been thinking about and pondering about and planning on and strategizing on, but you haven't had the courage, or you haven't had yeah, that fear, that anxiety has held you back in some way. Maybe it was just asking somebody, that works down the hall if they want to have a coffee with you sometime. It could be those little things where you just think, wow, it's really out of what I normally do. It's really out of how my comfort level. Because this is a day when we can break through those comfort levels. And we even have the Virgo moon helping us to get rid of the clutter of what we're supposed to do over what we need to do in order to prosper and go forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.